Alright. Apologies for the wait. See, had to finish eating, you know. Just to be fair. And we're gonna see how things run. So far, so good. Graphics seem a little odd. Nothing too bad. Not getting as much slowdown. The frames seem to be good. That's a good start. I wonder if I had too many tabs essentially up. Also, I add a nice little wyvern in the back. That's who she is. Ow. Alright. That's where I am. So this may not be that long of a stream. I just gotta get a general idea of what's going on. Doesn't help that wyvern. Still too fast. But it's also not as strong as it used to be. Yes, I did just destroy myself. I'm aware of that. Might as well get the easy experience going here. Alright. I got a few spirits to grab as well. Since I'm grabbing every single spirit in the game. You know. Alright, this guy slightly. Yikes, Nikon. Well, today is the 13th. It fits. Ay, ay, ay. I just want my spirit. Yeah, it seems silly to heal after every battle, but it gives me free experience, so why not? Now, the enemies here are actually pretty tough. Also, if my voice isn't fully coming through or that well or anything, I do need to know. Picking up. One moment. Alright. I'm trying to slowly gather more viewers because I'm pushing to affiliate. In time. I think I'm gonna go for 8 AM streams lately. Good morning. How are you? Hey, I've not played this that well. Oof. Everything go well? Ah, okay. I just had lab yesterday. I got poked for blood. Same. I only work 3 days next week, so kind of works out. I did grab that last time. Yep, Hero's Drink. While I have been tempted to play the Japanese version of this game, healing level 2 has a massive increase in how much it heals, which kind of eliminates, the challenge aspect. So, I probably won't be playing that. Come on, don't get too close. I want to actually this will work out. So these are the only fairies that can be physical attacked, but they move so fast that you're better off just doing that. More reliable. Also helps to aim, because they move a lot. Using level 3, though. Also has some good range. Thankfully, I'll be at 100 or 200 HP tuning up with my defense 62. So I'm thinking I'll need a bare minimum of 70 to actually take on her hits, but that's a guess. Which will make these guys the MTV of the screen. So due to how this works, I actually am going into Earth next. Fire is pretty much going to be the most unused in terms of getting actual points. Not actual use, because I don't use any magic besides water in this specific route. I think one of them. Yep. So my streams tend to go a little over an hour at most. Can be close to 2 hours. So that's a good idea when I'm not close to do anything. Still. There we go. Of course, I never hit the most important monster. I need to actually hit you. Okay, good. How much can I get from you? 29, that's good. Alright. That purpose served. I got a few spirits to get from here, so I should be at least 4. Okay. I'll need to fight this one, they're not that close. Just getting a little bit of MP. So let's see. By the time I get there, I'll have at least 41, it looks like. Oh wait, I actually have a lot more spirits. First, these guys get close. This guy doesn't want to be hit. There you go. I think Walking Water might actually defeat them, so I'll try that next time they show up. But boy, do they deal damage. They'll give decent experience, though. Look at that. Don't need this bell. Generally trying to avoid some battles because I'm looking more for knowledge than anything. I would like it if more monsters showed up than 2. That's a one that experience. Oh wait, I'll be at 41 no matter what. There we go. And there's the 41. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be at the first free stretch, just if I can get there right away without getting our battle. Trying to think how many spirits are left. I think 3 more, so yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, I would be at the at the time. It's getting the 2 of them that's actually kind of a pain. Because the enemies will bombard you. Getting away? Not so bad. Welcome to the abridged series, starring Brian from Quest 64. That's barely a fun. I have better ones, if they ever show up. Alright. Groups of monsters tend to appear a little bit more in the next section. Oh, that's I got another spirit coming. So it might seem silly that I'm not going to play her or something, even though I could. Alright. Walking Water. Pretty decent amount. Okay, now I just gotta hit them all at once. There we go. Nice. Yeah, yep. Considering how much they're dealing, I am pretty sure Nephi's going, or Kilpa's going to deal me massive damage. That's okay. I won't fight. That's the only way to learn. This is why I'm guessing I need at least 70 to not be completely destroyed. Inside, it also doesn't help that even if I have ways to boost my defense, it's useless. Ooh, that's good. This is working. Barely a fight. I'm like, that's a lot of damage. That's good. Termans are definitely the best one. Okay, so it's telling me the encoding overload. That means that either I'm going to drop frames or I'm going to get the leg slow down. But yeah, I think I just had too many streams up. Alright, we're on the road to the last set of spirits. Alright. Oh, that's good. Still should. Not worried about beating him. Or was this grind? I was at 60-ish defense against empty. That's the key. Okay, good. I can hit most of them. Oh, that's good. I don't know if I can get that. Nope. The good news is, I just need to hit once. Okay. Yep, that worked. Very nice. Alright. One's over here. I remember. Oh, not this angle. Let's see if I can actually get a physical attack on. Yes. Good. Okay. Let's bring that. It's been a while, so I want to actually make sure I'm not missing anything. For once, I'm not actually checking my guide. Range is in. Okay, no. I thought it was 2 spirits here. That's a nasty amount of damage. So ironically, just fighting Shilps and using her own magic, I can get quite a lot of experience that way. I would really like the little lifts to go away. I like Ghost and Undead, etc., but holy cow, they hurt. only be one spirit here. Alright. The stream's not going to be that short. Still a learning stream, but... And for those who haven't been in CR1s, I do. This is a non-state, non-like codes or anything like that. I usually do stuff like that, but not today. Okay, he's really far away. That's a lot. Okay, yeah, I'm going to definitely need to boost my defense quite a bit. 70 bare minimum. Okay, that's not nearly as bad as I was expecting. Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier than I thought. That said, it doesn't really change the damage output. Okay, I can take 2 more hits from her before I need to... maybe not. And that's... I'm doing it this way. Her stats are pretty high. Alright. 1 second. Oh yeah, another thing, you can actually double attack in the Japanese version, which really makes this too easy. Oh! Okay, I did not expect her to do 32. And that's why this test was done. Holy cow. I thought her max was like 30 or 29. Well then. I knew 70 was a pretty good starting point for the mount, but... Ooh boy. It was going pretty well till I miscalculated. Not that... My plan wasn't to win either way, not yet. Okay. So yes, 70 defense was my general plan. And I just went completely around. Okay, good. Probably won't dodge the entire time. Didn't think so. That's okay. Oh yeah, I got every spirit possible currently. And I'm just going to take these guys. Easy defense. This is part of my goal. So yeah, she's very doable once I get more defense. But I use for a lot of these bosses, I usually want them to deal under or close to 20 to 26 range. Which is what makes this a learning process. Yes, sometimes button presses happen. Incidentally, how is my voice in the game sound going? I do not have headphones plugged in, so I just want to be sure of this. And I'm back. I mean, I knew it would take at least more than one try. Here. Okay, good. Alright. You need to go away. Excellent. I need some defense. Oh, this stream was definitely a guarantee to have a little bit of grinding. So I'm going to look at something while I do that. Just want to see a thing too. I just wish enemies dropped silver amulets nearby. I could actually, it would be worth testing like that. Well, that's okay. Okay, that's good. Now that doesn't mean 70 will be enough. That's just a easy guess. I think so far I found 28 to be in effect the bare minimum for Solvering. It was like 50 and 60 for the next two. What was it? I don't remember why I had it around actually. Oh, that's why it's a learning process. Once I get 200 HP, I'll beat this and get an idea. Luckily, your HP goes up a lot faster than our stats. I have an ideal rate target, if it helps. Last I checked, they were doing some Smash Bros. Melee. That may change. There we go. Alright, one more HP. Let's do a little Drain Magic. Back. I like to call this a test of my math skills in some ways. Alright. That bit of grinding is done. What am I at? 66. Right, interesting. Hello! So, I'm doing what's mostly grinding learning part. I need to know how much defense I need to defeat Shelf. My current guess is 70, but that may change. Because she does a lot of damage. I actually would have possibly beaten her the first time. Well, unfortunately, she dealt way more damage than I expected. I was expecting a 29. She hit a 32. Oh, whatever works best for you is really the how I look at it. I'm trying to do early streams lately. Probably starting about 8 AM. That way I have a consistent time. It's also a matter of finding a big enough audience, because I actually need that per affiliate. They need to have at least 4 people per stream. Yeah, you can only do so much. Maybe I'm streaming the wrong game, maybe not. One sec. Alright. Is my voice coming out well? I do not have the microphone in. I mean, that gives a lot. Okay, good. How's the game sounding? Excellent. Finally found a way to kind of do things in a way that I'm able to view the chat perfectly. And you guys can too. Instead with 200 HP, that means I got a bit of an increase in my ability. Yeah, I understand. You know, you gotta pick and choose your battles. I might try to stream on those mornings when I work. It should be easy to put together a schedule, right? But that doesn't mean you get to be viewers. Not a certain kind. But once I get affiliate, that means I can get little bits and pieces into my PayPal account. That'll make things a lot easier later. Because it means I'll have more money on average to do small things I want. I gotta figure out how to have my models show up a little bit bigger. Or I want to see why. Not that this is bad. Fair. League of Legends, League of Heroes. There's more than one game with League in its name. It has some cool characters. For many reasons. Okay, I'm going to do one more heal. Then I'm going to drop a drain magic. In case it doesn't hit, I'll be able to try again. Do you have no vaccine take up? I generally allow it, but this is a special exception. That's what moderators are for. I would definitely appoint them at some point. Especially when you're affiliate going. Alright. It does, but not often enough, in my opinion. That's the reason I have moderators in the first place. Also because it was easy to figure out who. Alright. This is gonna work. Alright. Now the best thing I can do is our pillars up 3 at the moment. Okay. I saw it is for your next day. But there's something else more likely. They really hurt. But yeah, once I get the shield, it's gonna take back to. I'm referring more to getting stuff like bits and such, to clarify. But that's good to know as well. I'm not expecting to earn much at a high rate, and that's okay. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Just more of a slow rate, if you will. Oh, nice. Not too bad on that front. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, still should be doable soon. Cardo's a little bit more worrisome. He's technically an easy boss, but that's only if you play him a certain way. Unfortunately, I'm playing him with the staffing up close, so it's going to be difficult. Really, all of them except Mammon is going to be quite strong, respectively. Also, doesn't help that going in Shelter Arena. It turns out she fights you at a pretty long range to start with, so she always gets pretty hidden in this particular type of run. Very unfortunate. And hey, that's just how it is. Gotta take the good with the bad, you know? That was good. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Hit my 7 threshold. I'm not going to be grinding anymore for the moment. I have to see how much that really makes a difference. If I need to go to 75 or 80, and so on. The grind's actually very easy. It's just knowing what I need. Oh, okay. I'm going to avoid as many battles as possible. It helps when I don't run directly into a wall. The closest thing to a glitch I use is what's effectively an odd property of the Soul Searcher spell. It always treats as if you hit the spell, even when you don't, so you get MP from it. A very useful tool. In fact, one of the few glitches in English that actually allows, even in, it's effectively not treated as a problematic glitch. doesn't break the game, and it's just a normal spell usage. It's just a bug in the coding, if you will. I'm always a little tired, so if you see my eyes closed for a little bit, that's why. Alright, onto the bridge. But it's a good time to take a very short moment. I'll be right back. Alright. At least you don't have to deal with ads right now. Take solace in that. I don't have to deal with the massive amount of lag either, so I'm very happy with that. I think that's what will make it easier to stream in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just how it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Ads are ads. The problem with this category, if you, or slash route I'm using, is that there's kind of really no way to do this that fast. Outside of, like, say, removing FPS, but then the sound is awful. That's no good. Okay, good. That, however, is good that they meant. Okay. Hard to tell if there was one or two, or if there were two or three at the moment. Well, let's gain a little bit of MP. I need to see how much damage Shield actually does this time. Oop, this is going to be an MP grind. And an unintentional. Ooh, all of them. Nice. I am trying to plug my stream in appropriate areas as much as I can, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, there's a fair amount of people that follow me. It's not lacking, but being followed and being watched are two different things. Almost to the gotcha. Doesn't take that long to get there. Oh, and it goes without saying that obviously if a swear word is involved, do read the rules and apply a reasonable judgment. Actually, add an emote to a little bit back, which is relevant. Okay. That damage wasn't too bad. The damage is surprisingly not as bad as it seems here. Okay, that wasn't bad. This is pretty decently acceptable. This thing is not. On my end, anyway. Yeah, I'm probably not winning this one. Let's see, my damage is slightly better. Oh wait, no, it hasn't changed. I haven't gotten anything to make it. I need to hit her about 20 times. Well, a little bit less. Maybe more like 18. Maybe she'll miss at least once. There we go. So, something I said before, all of these fights are basically Dragon Lore 2. Because you need to heal a lot, but you don't heal for that much compared to that game. Double nice. Plus nice. Okay, I can still do one more attack. I can do 2 more attacks. Very nice. Ooh. I dealt some good damage with that one. I'm wondering if I could get one more. Or get the 6. If I was actually alone. Well, I may change to the what was formerly called the French Vanilla Edition down the line. Mostly so the game feels a little bit more balanced. I need to actually do a normal playthrough of it first. Figure out the actual balance to it. I think this might be doable. I'm feeling at a good rate. Especially with that. Okay, let's heal once more, and then it's time for some Drain Madness. Now, so far, with the exception of the first boss, I've only needed to hit like a certain threshold of defense. First boss, I got to 28, but I felt like that was a little bit too high for defense. But the next one, I definitely need around 40, then 50. This one is 60. So I'm getting a decent idea of what I want. Okay. I could get more successful attacks in. That helps. Okay, so she can still deal 30. That's good to know. If I had some type of calculator, I could figure things out a little bit better. Okay, so 60 is a good threshold. Oh, 70, sorry. I had those mixed up. Okay, so I need to write that down. I'll be right back. Oh, it's 28, 50, and then 60, and now 70 for each boss. Yeah, you can see a huge difference, but that's because the HP for the bosses make a massive increase. So it kind of makes sense. They kind of go up in a pretty similar manner, so like it's nearly triple the HP of the first boss. Then after that, it goes up like close to 200 to 100 HP per. But that worked out very well. Okay, I have that up. Move just slightly and follow. There we go. Now for another element. Okay. And well, I can get quite a few amount of elements right now, but see how long have I been streaming? Oh, an hour. Ah, this is good music. That's a new damage threshold. Parameter, whatever term you want to use. Alright, so do I want to get... You're away. Oh, there's one right away. That's nice and visible. Ah, these guys. Oh. They're in a good spot. Okay. The map is actually really nice down here. And no, I can't actually tell exactly what it says on this guy. Oh, it said something show me. Okay. One second. Okay. Look at this. Okay. That's actually something I needed to. Alright. See. Yeah, get this thing general direction. And get my spirit. Oh, this will be a fun one. This one's at least not bad. It just takes some punishment. I'll at least have 250 HP soon enough. I go Sandman. Unsurprisingly, everything hurts. Okay, so... that's where the third one was. They seem too close to each other at the time. I have a unique strategy for what I do next. Once I figure out where I am. Okay, let's use my map. Okay. I went backwards. Lovely. I was kind of hoping you would try silence. And enemies are a lot here. Okay, this is the direction I want to go. We're very close to. So let's check my compass. Okay, north. Go down. Okay, I'm in the right area. Good. So this one's an awkward one. It's in the near middle of the desert, but I can never remember exactly where. Ow. Okay, that said, I do want to fire because I want it right. This is the last time I can get for a while. Fun fact about the werecat. She used to have Meryl's pose. I hurt them. A lot. Ooh, good. So, there's a special spirit near the middle of the desert, but it's very difficult to find. What I do is once I get away from the pyramid, I'm able to find it more accurately. Okay. Okay, that's about what I want. If I happen to see it before I get to the pyramid, cool. I'm seeing something. Graphical glitch is still there. I haven't figured out what's going on here yet. Alright, back to that direction. After I get hit. However, that's okay. Okay. Let's ice more. What's more? I'm pretty sure I can't hit both. I know. Oh, especially if I miss. That was painful. An easy experience. Okay. Definitely not playing these guys. I'm definitely taking massive damage. Alright. Okay. Like that. There we go. I need to go more this way. Wait. Do I have my directions right? I do. Okay, good. Then like this. Okay, now we're finding the right monsters. I just wish I wouldn't use that as much. But... nice. Beautiful. I don't desperately need more fights here. Okay, I know the spirit's around here somewhere. See if I can see it directly. Without having to go to the pyramid. Speaking of, there's my pyramid. Oh my god. This is the first time I haven't had to go into the pyramid first. It's a miracle. Yeah, I'm not that. But I can at least do that. Okay, turn back around. It's the spirit. I am not going to attempt to fight the next boss. Okay. Hold on. Gotta look at my direction. I hate when it does that. I'm jumpy. Where is my pyramid? Wait. Nope. I'm very close to it. Ow. Let's move a little further up. There we are. Now I get the spirit from here. And I'm going to go Greenock and we're going to end it. So Greenock is an abandoned temple. And there's actually two different types of lore related to it. The original lore and the from the betas. And the new lore, which is not as exciting. Also, this is a very annoying one because you have to go in some really silly directions to get to it. I do not blame anyone for using walkthrough walls for this one. Just make sure you know how to turn it off. That's another damage increment. Very beautiful. Alright. Okay, I haven't been into it a long time, so I have to make sure I'm going into the right direction. But again, I'll need it for the rest of the stuff. But this one's just kind of an awkward one. There it is. Okay, so we thought there was one at the bottom. And despite what it might sound like, do not use return in general. It's going to send you right back to Lineland, aka the previous town. Greenock cannot be returned to because it's not actually a physical town that you transition into. It's basically just an overworld area. And in fact, has the only overworld chest that you can get. Which makes it kind of cool. There's actually a ton of items here, and if you're playing the randomizer, you're going to want to visit here. You're rarely going to want to visit some areas, like there's barely anything to get in Glencoe Forest besides spirits, which is arguably worth it on that point. But yeah, alright. Up, I want to go inside because there's nothing to get over here. Go up. Get some spirits here. Go up again. And the next spirit is right around here. As in around the corner type. I got 5 more to go at the moment. Was it? Pretty sure. This area is kind of all the way, so that's why a lot of speedrunners don't bother with it. However, I can't really afford to avoid it, because I don't have the access to items against bosses, where you, like, even a single item would be really, really helpful against them. But that's the path I chose, for better or worse. If you hear noises coming from stairs or whatever, not these, but actual stairs, you'd be right. Alright. Now, let's go for a second. I think I have one more before Karina. Either that or that. If I somehow get defeated, that's okay. Now let's look at what direction. Oh, it's probably a good direction. Ooh. That's some nice experience for my magic. As you can see there. Yep, I'm going to the right direction. I've had a lot of milestones. Since I've been streaming, I got my first grandpa that moved. I know it's silly to count as anything of note, but honestly, that means that I'm getting some attention. This was the first time I found the element little bubble without resorting to any unique methods. A good learning experience. This is something I would probably rather just like to get out of the way. Win or lose, works out. So the problem is returning to this area is a massive pain. Which means if I'm going to grind, I'm going to go back to Fairmoon's Health, which was the previous dungeon. Because I'm not going to need spirit levels at this rate to deal enough damage. What I'm going to probably need is more defense. Finally back to open space. Yeah, I can finally dodge that firebomb. Yes, that's what the spell they were throwing is. Not used very often by enemies. I should use Soul Searcher level 2 there. Oh, too late. What's done is done. Wait, where am I? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Camera was a little iffy. Oops, that's me. Alright. No longer need that. I only need for the rest of this because I know where the other spirits are. The awkward ones are done. Hello, Blank. Unfortunately, I'm actually nearly done. I defeated Chill, took 2 tries, just barely won the second one. Is this it? Yep, okay. So I can't get this before. Because I might have to... I got a lot of routing notes that I need to figure out. Like the timing and how to do certain things, etc. There we are. Get some quick experience. I'm glad you were able to still make it. The more the merrier. I actually expected Shelf to take a little bit longer. But yeah, I effectively got a little bit over an hour in. I'm very happy with that. And it maybe. Yeah, I must have done something to that. So this is going to be going off. And I'm getting ready to raid. I know my target. I'll eventually figure out a raid message, etc. Perfect. All right. We disconnect. We go off. We also go off.
I forget how many she needs. I don't think that it's 50. I don't think it's anywhere near 40 even. Yeah, she just wants 20.
Yep. All right.
Here's more.
Oh, yeah. I didn't stop streaming.